And what you speak and what you believe will come your reality. What's going on, Wolves? Eric Ellis here, CEO of WolvesAcademy.com, the Wolf of Marketing. And what is the difference between the rich and the poor's mindset? So let's get right into it. First and foremost, when it comes to the rich, right? They are optimists opposed to pessimists, right? They always see the positive in things instead of the negative in things, right? For example, if you were to ever come across something that was difficult or there's an obstacle that has arisen, poor person is going to go ahead and look into that as like an issue. They're going to be like, bad things always happen to me. They'll say things like that. Now, when it comes to rich people, they're going to go ahead and actually look at it as an opportunity, right? Because where there is a problem to be solved, there is money to be made. You get paid in proportion to the size of the problems you solve, right? If you're solving a small problem like flipping burgers, then you're not going to get paid a lot of money. But if you're connecting the world through like Facebook, you can become a billionaire, right? Another thing is what I just said, negative compared to positive affirmations, right? Poor people are always saying bad things. They're voicing and projecting out things that aren't positive, right? Bad things are always happening to me, or this stuff always happens to me, or I'm a lazy person, or I'm not good enough, or I'm not smart enough. Your words are powerful, right? Successful people, you'll always hear them affirm good things, positive things. For example, one thing that I say every single day is money comes to me frequently and easily, right? Another thing is you'll hear poor people say it's hard to make money, right? Rich people will say it's easy to make money. And at the end of the day, the difference between whether it is or it isn't is genuinely your belief system, right? It may be hard to some people, it may be easier to some people, but it's more so based off of their beliefs. And what you speak and what you believe will come your reality, right? If you believe bad things always happen to you, you're going to go out and attract that stuff. If you believe good things always happen to you, you're going to attract that stuff. Another thing is rich people versus poor people. Rich people go ahead and do things fast, right? They have a sense of urgency behind their life. They know they're going somewhere, so things got to get done. They have a sense of urgency. Poor people procrastinate. So for example, if there's a deadline, they will go ahead and wait till the end of the deadline before they go ahead and actually get that thing done. Rich people, they're not gonna go to wait for no freaking deadlines. They're gonna go and just get it done, get it out the way, right? That brings me to my next point. Rich people do the hardest things first. Poor people try to do the easiest things first, right? So if I was to have a to-do list, instead of tackling the task that is going to get me the quickest thing or be the easiest one, right, which is going to go ahead and consume my energy, I'm going to go ahead and not bang out the one that's going to go ahead and consume the majority of my energy. The thing that's going to be the hardest freaking thing. Which brings me to my next point. Rich people versus poor people. Rich people do things that are hard that they don't want to do, right? It's called discipline. You always see successful people and you think, oh, they have such a rock star mindset, right? They're always want to do something. They're always motivated. That is the farthest thing from the truth. Successful people aren't motivated all the time. They're just disciplined. So they're willing to do the things that they don't feel like doing sometimes because of their ultimate goals, right? What outcome do I want? People who aren't successful or people who are poor, they're going to go in and think, well, I don't feel like doing it, so I'm not going to go in and do it, right? The things that can really progress them in life, they're not going to do it. For example, right, things that can help them out: buying paid courses, buying books, reading books, self-development, working out, going to the gym, like all these things that can help them progress in life. If they don't feel like doing it, they're not going to go ahead and do it. They take the easy way out all the freaking time. Successful people, right? Rich people hang out with other rich people. Poor people hang out with other poor people. Meaning they go ahead and hang out with people who make them feel better about themselves. So they want to be the person who makes the most in their group because it makes them feel superior. It makes them feel good about themselves. It makes them feel comfortable. Or rich people are willing to hang around people who are much richer than them and make way more money than them, and make them actually feel uncomfortable because they know that in order to grow, right, you have to get out of your comfort zone, right? So people who can go ahead and actually add to your life instead of subtracting to your life. Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. Now, as I said before, rich people are willing to hang around people who are richer than them that make them feel uncomfortable. That brings me to my next point, right? Rich people are willing to do things that make them feel uncomfortable. They're willing to step outside of the box. They're willing to step outside of their comfort zone. Meaning if they've never done something before, right? If they've never done something, somebody who is poor is afraid of uncertainty. They're afraid of what's on the other side of that decision or that action, so they're not gonna do it. They're afraid to step out of their comfort zone. They wanna go ahead and do things that are easy, things that are comfortable, things that they're familiar with. Successful people are willing to go ahead and try new things, right? And that brings me to my next point, right? Rich people aren't afraid to fail. They embrace failure, right? They know that it's a part of the process of being successful, right? It is not a loss, it is a lesson. People who are poor are afraid of failure, right? They don't try things because, as I stated before, uncertainty. They are afraid to fail. They're afraid of rejection, right? If you ever look at a successful sales rep, they'll knock any door, they'll make any phone call. They're not afraid of the uncertainty of what's on the other side. They're actually more excited about the opportunity of what might come of that relationship, what might come of talking to that one person, that one prospect, reaching out to that one person to potentially build a relationship or build a partnership with. They're not afraid of rejection. They're willing to fail. They're willing to keep on falling down and picking themselves back up. Now, if you notice, guys, the difference between being rich and being successful is literally polar opposites in everything. But what it really comes down to is being willing to try new things, being willing to fail, being an optimist and not a pessimist, like always thinking about the positive outcome and looking at things as opportunities instead of obstacles. So just being a positive person, being persistent, and not being afraid of rejection and trying new things, and surrounding yourself by like-minded individuals who are going places in life instead of holding you back. That's really what it comes down to when it comes to rich and successful people. And just investing into yourself, self-development. Stop not investing into books and reading books and guys, people always want to buy materialistic things, right? That's another thing, right? Successful people invest into themselves and they buy assets. I didn't mention that one. Successful people buy assets. Poor people buy liabilities. They buy things that don't help them progress in life, right? They buy cars, they buy houses. A house is a liability if you're not making money from it, right? If you buy a rental property and rent it out, that's an asset, right? Poor people buy liabilities, rich people buy assets. But all I'm saying is invest into yourself. With that being said, if you guys want a vehicle that can help you guys make some money, right? The same thing that allows me to currently live here in this luxury villa in Bali, Indonesia, travel the world, live life on my own terms, and make what I used to make in a whole year in a month. I turned my annual salary into my monthly salary. If you guys want access to that and something that you can actually make money online, click the first link in the description or click the button down below and get my #1 recommendation to make money online. Aside from that, if you guys like videos like this, or you guys like this video, support me and go ahead and hit that like button. Smash that freaking like button. And other than that, guys, if you guys want to join the family, go ahead and hit the subscribers button, hit the notifications bell, and just look out for my future videos. Visit my channel every single day and see what I've dropped new. Until next time, guys, Eric Ellis Jr., The Wolf of Marketing, checking out.